My dad was a horrible drinker and wouldn't come home at night many times. And my mother was, she had some mental health issues. And so if we got in trouble with my mother, she would beat us with baseball bats and all kinds of things, and because she was nuts. And my dad was never there to protect us. If someone who's using alcohol and misusing it for years, they're not going to stop the first time you say stop. So what we want to do is to take our time, try to find some of the things that he or she used to do, different ways of interacting with that person and even with the kids. And then what we're going to do is have her eventually learn communication skills. And again, I'm going to tell her, look, if you want him in the treatment, if that's your motivation to get him into treatment so he'll stop hurting you, so he'll stop making the kids sad, all that stuff, what we have to do is work with you so you can start changing the environment in your home, in your head, and how you treat the drinker. And then what we do is, again, hopefully get her to start talking to him in an appropriate way. For instance, I know things have been real difficult between us, and I really love you, and I miss you and everything, but someday it would be nice if you could come to treatment with me just so we could talk a little bit together. Craft gets somewhere between 65 to 77% of the people who go through the craft program, they get the person who was using to go into treatment. I mean, it's almost a miracle to me. You're my client now. If you come to craft, you're going to be my client. And I'm going to take care of you. And if you have other issues, like some mental health issues, which I'm not saying you do, but maybe you get sad too much and you don't do this and you might be anxious, that what we're going to do is firstly help you feel better about yourself, your self-esteem. We want your self-esteem to go up, not to go down. It's not an easy process, but again, when you get 65, 70% of the people who eventually say, okay, I'll go to treatment, that's amazing, because no alcohol and drug program has that. And this has been all over the world, brother. I mean, I've done this, in 6 continents. And in 6 continents, it's worked for those people. And so what I'm trying to do is to help other people in other countries, like your country, to be able to learn a new protocol, a new program that has been shown to be effective with everybody who uses it. And thinking hitting bottom is a good strategy is the worst strategy.
Why?
Because you want to get a client into treatment before they're so drunk, they're so addicted, they're so sad that they've lost their self-esteem, they feel horrible about it. We want to get them before they really feel like they're just a piece of junk, which makes it harder for them to do anything else. So if we can get them earlier, the better you're gonna get them to get into treatment. You will get some people into treatment, especially if you're using protocols and talking to people like, no judgments. I'm not going to attack anybody. I'm not going to say anybody they're doing something wrong, but I'm going to say there's positive things we can do. And that's what we got to do. We got to change all that negative thinking into positive thinking. Life is about choices. You can make good choices and you can make bad choices. What choice do you make? And the key is, what's the reinforcer to make that good choice? Do you want to get married? Do you want to graduate college? Do you want to have a baby with your lover? Whatever it is, but again, you have to start off with the client where he or she is, but don't talk about bottom, talk about the top. You've never had craft before. And I've been to other places they didn't have craft before. I didn't go to Ireland before they didn't have craft. But now they're using it and they're getting successes. Craft is evidence-based treatment around the world. And if you give me evidence-based treatment for cancer, okay, and the other part of it is they might kill you, they don't know how to do the cancer. You know, it's the same thing with alcohol and drugs. You want to find somebody that uses something that has been shown to be effective, or some willy-nilly stuff that says, let's wait till you hit bottom. That guy's going to wait till that guy dies. Find a therapist just like you. You know you're a drinker, and I know craft. So when we go together and we work them all together, we'll get a treatment plan that'll work for everybody.